In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I organize my files for use in Final Cut Pro 10. Alright, so here we are on my computer, and as you can see, I already have two drives connected. En masse, that's just what I call my everything drive. It's a 4 terabyte Seagate drive, so if we click on Get Info, you can see actually I have 3.15 terabytes available. Yeah, that is where I store all of my footage, all of my assets. You can see there's a ton of folders. Mainly we're going to be focusing on what's in the tech videos folder. Alright, then you can also see I have my SD card connected, and this is where my footage is. So this is the intro clip for this video. I'm going to be importing it right now, so I'm just going to copy that. And then in tech videos, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sort by date created, so the newest stuff is at the top. And then I'm going to create a new folder. You can do this by right-clicking and doing new folder, or you can go Command-Shift-N, and this will create a new folder. So that's me creating a new video folder. This is a new video topic. Each video has its own folder in here. Then I'm going to create another new folder inside that. I'm going to call it A-roll. Then, depending on what type of video, I will have other folders. So there might be one called B-roll. For this video, I am going to need a screen capture folder for this recording right now. Then there will also be possibly a graphics folder. This is actually relevant because you saw the little Final Cut Pro icon in the intro to this video. That's what's going to go into this graphics folder. Then the only other thing I might need to create is a folder for my phone. I did not spell that right. So I literally just named the camera. So if I have phone videos, if I have action camera video, if I have drone videos, then I will create folders for all of those separate sources. In this case, I actually don't need most of these. So now that I've created all of my folder structures, what I'll do is I'll paste in all of the footage I need to import to start making the video in Final Cut Pro. All right, so I've now opened Final Cut Pro, and this is what it's looking like. So I already have a library open. This is my video assets library. This is where I keep my channel graphics. So this is my intro right here. Sorry for that. I'm just going to turn off audio skimming real quick. Various logos, and my end screen, of course, is also in here. Then I also have my sound effects and music. I have a large music folder for YouTube videos. So that is my assets folder. So that's where I'll go to find my intro and everything. But right now I'm going to need to make a new library. There's actually no keyboard shortcut for that, which I find kind of strange. But I'm going to call the library the same thing I called the folder. So that is, and then of course, as you saw there, I will save the library to my movies folder on the SSD in my computer, so it's nice and speedy to access. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Command-I for import, and I'm going to go down to my tech videos folder, and since everything is sorted by date, boom, the video I'm working on right here at the top, hit import. Now you'll also notice on this import screen, I have leave files in place selected. That is just how I work. There's not much space on my SSD, so I don't leave anything in the library. Just leave all the files on the external drive. Then I don't need to re-import all of this stuff every single time because I already have that in a library. And then I'll obviously expand this so all of the tags are right there and available. Then I'll create a new project, Command-N, and then I'll call this project basically an initialism of the library name. So this will be Final Cut Pro File Organization Workflow. So basically what I'll do is that is the project name of everything in every single library. And then if I'm doing something different, like another project in the library, I'll give that a full name. And how about I start editing this video and then bring you back for the next step. Alrighty, so now I have the video edited up until this point right now. You can see I have cut down the A-roll like this screen capture has been cut down. All of the bad parts have been cut out, so that's working. Over here, if I zoom in, you'll see I have the intro to this video, the little Final Cut Pro graphic on screen, and my intro playing. Final Cut Pro 10. As you saw at the beginning of this video, theoretically. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to kind of jump ahead a little bit, because I can't finish this video, then show you what I do, then not include that in the video. That just doesn't work. So what I'm going to do is talk about how I would normally finish off this editing process, and then show you what I did at the end for one of my other videos that I've already made, just to simplify things a little bit. So normally what I would do here is obviously add any more content at this point, add the outro, the little end screen piece for about 10 seconds, have a little music fade in at that point. After that, I would just make sure all of the audio is good, double check, possibly grab some footage or images from the internet like B-roll, something to put over top of the whole thing. Then I would export it. So the way I export is through Compressor. So what you do there is you just go to the library, select the project, go File, Send to Compressor. It's right here, midway down the list. And then that'll open up Compressor. So what I do here is I'll have to add a new destination. So I'll use my YouTube 30 FPS preset. I'll show you what that looks like in a second. Then I'll go to Other, because I want to send it to the video folder. So I'll send it just into the folder on my external drive. So that'll be the location, bing, bang, boom, and then I'll start the batch once this loads. I'm not going to do that right now because obviously the video is not finished. Just so you can see, here's what my 30 FPS YouTube preset looks like. If you take a look at the video, 21.97 frames per second. It's pretty compressed for YouTube. I think I watched a video, read an article about some of these optimal settings to use. So if you want to check this out, definitely do it. I leave most things in the audio on automatic. I am not using Compressor right now, as I mentioned. So let me show you what I do after an export is finished. So after a video is finished exporting, normally what I'll do is I'll start uploading it to YouTube. So that'll usually show up right here in the folder. So as an example, here is the video folder I did for my Alki earbuds review. So as you can see, I've got my footage folders. There's some A-roll, there's some B-roll. There's also some, hopefully some screenshots from the web. Guess that didn't make it in. So what I'll do is I'll take the video that shows up and start uploading it to YouTube. Put in the title, put in the description, check that it's not made for kids, and then obviously I will start that uploading process. Things will be working. In the meantime, while it's uploading, I will go make the thumbnail. So I'll probably take a couple of images myself, maybe take some from the web, and then actually do in here have a thumbnail templates with some backgrounds from me and from the web. And then I also have a bunch of images I've used previously. But normally what I do now is I will just take all of the images that are in the thumbnail and I'll just leave them here in the folder. So this, I took actually a raw image for this thumbnail. That's an image I took. I know, pretty cool. Then I will save it as just something thumb. So I know it's the thumbnail. So then I can look for that in the folder later. Then I will also save it in a document. So I use Affinity Photo. If you use Photoshop, this will be a .psd. I use Affinity Photo. It's a .photo file. So I'll save the document here as well with all of the images. So if I ever need to change the thumbnail later, which, you know, does happen from time to time, you can definitely come back here and all of the assets you need are right in this folder. The only other thing I will do during the video process is I'll fire up TweetDeck, which you actually can't see right now, which is on the bottom of the screen. So fire that up and schedule a tweet for the video's release date. So as you can see, I've got a ton of videos scheduled right now because I'm going to be busy in July and I do not have time to make videos, so I've been working ahead. And that's how I organize my footage for all of these tech videos here. But if you want to see something else, you can actually take a look at March Break 2020. So for week-long vlogs or other vlogs as well, I make folders by date, and then in each one I have of the camera names, so drone, DSLR, whatever, followed by the day of the trip that it was. So I I can identify these as different when I'm editing them in Final Cut Pro. Otherwise, all of the phone folders would just say phone, even though there was, videos from 6, 7 different days. So that's how I do it for multiple day shoots. I'll organize by day unless it's not really necessary. And then, of course, thumbnail and everything is also included. I hope you enjoyed this little insight into how I edit my videos, how my footage is organized, how I work. And I've gotten really, really efficient with editing videos in Final Cut Pro and everything like that. Now, I'm not saying this is definitely the best system. It's definitely not. Some people have much bigger folders, a lot more footage, etc. So what you need to do, basically the lesson of this video, is to find something that works for you and stick with it so you can make videos efficiently and you're not stuck waiting around or copying footage or, not being able to find that thumbnail image you're looking for. So you can publish your videos on time and keep your audience happy. Well, as I mentioned, that's it for this video. Definitely make sure to subscribe and follow me on Twitter for more content and videos like this. And you can also visit my website at kylenewcomb.com.